Hi, it's me, and I am Naps. And it's another lore stream today. We're doing lore stuff. Hi, Chaos. We're doing lore stuff today. And I've just I can't type because I'm magic. I've just put a new command in just to you gonna work this time? Maybe not. Anyway, just to so there's like something we can do to see how many games we've completed. Hello, Lewis. It's law time today. Is that second one gonna work? CG plus. Okay, well we're at 3 now. Okay, cool. That's correct. That's correct. We've done 3. I think we've done 3. I think we've completed 3 games. Is that right? Are there more than 3? I know there's at least 3. Completed Paul Stories Mel, completed Barnyard, and we completed Pikmin 4. Did we complete any more? I don't think we did. I don't think we've completed any more. I'm not going to count Plaguing. We completed Broken Age. I'm going to count Broken Age. Oh, and Adios. Yeah, of course. So complete a game, and then let that one sit for a second, just so it doesn't. You can't complete Team Fortress 2. No, unfortunately not. It does seem to have a cooldown. That doesn't matter in future. Okay, so I promised something today, and I will meet that promise now. So, let's not that. Let's get rid of that for a second. And we're just gonna let. Actually, I'll let you sit there. I mean, unless they end up taking the Team Fortress 2 servers down. True, I guess. I guess my sense of completion for Team Fortress 2 would be getting all the achievements, but that's just crazy. Okay. It's the moment at least Chaos has been waiting for. It is the first lore drop of the Naps lore. Are you all excited to see one of the achievements is broken? Damn. 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 Ah, you make a very valid point. We're at chapter 6. You make a good point. I'll sometimes remember to do that if you remind me. I must have forgotten last time. Anyway, lore drop. We all ready for this? I put a little bit of work into it. It's not the best thing in the world, but I think I think it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing, definitely. Okay, I'm going to. I'll let you enjoy this now. I hope it's not too loud. I will play it once and then I shall put the YouTube unlisted link in. I will publish it later, but I'll put the unlisted link down. Right, well that was that. That was Lord Drop 1. I had fun. Let me get you the link of that. There it is. No, I've pinned it. I think. Yeah, it should be pinned. Okay, that was the Lord Drop. I think it was okay. Yeah, obviously. So I kind of, I mean, we left off Goat Simulator with kind of Gertrude flying in the sky, and I think like on possibly the same day I recorded it. I was like, what if I just released to YouTube a video of Gertrude falling to the ground and still being alive and still being a threat to everyone else? And I thought, I looked back and I was like, well, I actually did film that. That wasn't just a thought in my head. And I put it all together. I filmed that little bit of Gertrude on the throne, ready to take on everyone, and yeah. So, plot twist, Gertrude, even though I've never really suggested he did, Gertrude didn't just remain up there like infinitely just in the sky. He returned to the ground and is a threat at large. So that's the Lord Drop. So yeah. Okay, so I didn't have to ask, do I need to dissect it frame by frame, or is it not at that level yet? I don't think you need to dissect it frame by frame. What I did notice was in the background of the throne shot, there's a giant statue of a microwave, so perhaps that's alluding to Dread. But that wasn't my doing. That I just went to the the MMO DLC. I've played a lot of that. It's really fun, and it's a free DLC. And I just kicked the king off the throne and stuck Gertrude on there. It's pretty fun. But yeah, that's as I say, nothing groundbreaking. And I'm pretty sure I've actually I've already got a second one ready for possibly next lore stream. So I want to know how you're going to connect Team Fortress 2 to lore. Yes, we'll get onto that now, I guess. I don't think there's anything else to do. I didn't get a gallery done for the loading screen. Unfortunately, I'd have liked to, I think, but it didn't cross my mind. I was too busy making the second Lore Drop today, which I think you're gonna like. It's very much something. Once it happens, you'll be like, oh right, but I think it's enjoyable. I've put work into it, and it has implications, I guess. The only implication that the Gertrude one does is that I think in the next few, so what I've got down at the moment for what we're playing in the next few streams, Pikmin 4's over, which means we're gonna have a lot more variety. I'm thinking, first of all, Frostpunk, yes, Frostpunk. We'll play Frostpunk first. That'll be the next stream, I think. We'll play Frostpunk. It'll be fun. Play Frostpunk, yeah. And then we're gonna go back to Chrono Trigger. Wow, what a flash! When was the last Chrono Trigger? It was hopefully adopting a frog back on the 26th of April. Wow. That was 4 months and 1 day. No, 4 months in a day. Scout Kanoko dies in 1987. Okay, thank you for that, Exed. By which I mean Lewis, of course. It's how my brain processes it, because I knew it was Exed first. Right, so yes, Chrono Trigger last in April. I don't know if I'd like to go back to Plague Inc. at some point, just because it's a really useful lore tool. Undertale, I don't know when I'm going to do my next Undertale stream. That's going to be a bit of a... It's when I'm going to be able to dedicate an entire day to a stream, you know. Barnyard's done. Actually, I think I can probably pencil in another Planet Zoo for the stream after Chrono Trigger, but I think I want to Stardew. Probably. Another Fortnite stream. No, I've already stepped into the new season just an hour ago. I spent 1 match in the new season. I haven't seen a lot of it. I don't know if it's really. I don't know about streaming Fortnite. It's just it doesn't appeal to me that much. I don't think there'll be another Fortnite stream until Genshin. That's a good shout, actually. I could probably put that in. Well, I don't know about Genshin. I need. There's a whole server stuff with Genshin. I don't know whether I should. Whether I should commit to another server now for everyone else's. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Genshin on hold while I work that one out. Let's have a look through my... Oh, there's EU4 and Civilization. I think we could get that Civilization game done. I want to do the... So I got the DLCs for Civilization 6. And I'd like to do that first on stream, maybe. As a new update, might take some time. Okay. But there's EU4. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that yet. I'll have a look at my Steam library. Actually, yeah, I do. Yeah. We're going to. Yeah. The implication of the Goat Simulator lore drop is we're going to do a Goat Simulator stream. In the next few streams, I'm gonna probably put it there. Yeah, and then we'll put something more interesting here. Red Dead. I'll give that a think. But we're gonna do a Goat Simulator stream using some of the DLC, and then that'll probably be the last Goat Sim stream we do. But I just want to use the DLC on stream before I go wild with it on my own. I don't play much Goat Sim, but I played a lot of the MMO DLC, to be fair. But I like to get my reactions on stream. Okay. So let's right. So what we're currently Don't Starve could be fun. I don't have Don't Starve. I have Don't Starve Together. Which is arguably oh, I don't know much about Don't Starve. Since you have a copy, I assume so does Oreo. No, I was given someone's second copy. Oreo doesn't really have the doesn't really have the tech necessary to run PC games at this stage anyway. No. Right. Okay. So let me grab this, stick it over here. So since our last lore stream, we have had obviously 9 streams. And those streams have been Pikmin 4, a lot of Pikmin 4, but also some Team Fortress 2, Portal Stories Mel, Barnyard, and Superland. Technically finished Barnyard already, but we did the actual polishing off of Barnyard, and we finished Portal Stories Mel, and we finished Pikmin 4. We started Superland. Superland doesn't have anything covered so far, and nor does Team Fortress 2, so we need to look mainly at Team Fortress 2 and Superland, then use anything we know about Barnyard and Pikmin 4 now that we didn't know before, and Portal Stories Mel. And that's that. That's basically what we. That's everything. Oh well, yeah, that's a nice thought. We'll see. Right. So I like to kind of we've been making a lot of assumptions. I'm going to highlight these 2 in red. That isn't because they're wrong, it's because that's the America color. We have some games which are very, very, very much confirming the existence of America, and you can't ignore it. Adios mentions the pigs are an American traditional breed. Red Dead is very, very America focused in the story and with the characters, and the same goes for Team Fortress 2. I don't know enough about the Team Fortress 2 lore to determine whether this is an accurate place to put it, but I believe that Team Fortress 2 could probably it could probably fit in the nth loop as we currently understand it. I've called it the nth loop. That's just because we don't know what loop it's in. But it does seem to have a stereotypical worldview of the way the world is. The way it's a similar world to ours, except we've also stuck Portal Stories Melon there, which begs the question. I'm going to we're just searching up whether there are any people saying whether Portal and Team Fortress 2 happen in the same universe, because obviously you have Valve doing things like that, possibly. There are connections, but the problem with Team Fortress 2 is there's so many connections to so many things that it's just not viable to actually work in the same timeline. But I'm probably going to look into it more. I'd say it possibly could fit in there, but it's likely not going to fit in there permanently. I'm going to have to do more research into the Team Fortress 2 lore and work out whether it could fit. Maybe just taking the bare bones of Team Fortress 2 in order to work out whether it could. Otherwise, we're going to have to just boot it out of the nth loop. The nth loop used to be this prestigious thing. We put most things in there and everything that doesn't fit goes somewhere else. This is more of this is America. This is the America loop now. Going to, in fact, no, I'm not going to rename it. But we're assuming at this stage that the things happening, because we know that Planet Zoo happens in a Earth like ours. Let me check this. Team Fortress 2 storyline. Although Team Fortress 2 does not have a story mode or a single player campaign, the storyline of the game has been mostly revealed through comics. Meet the team videos and media released in connection with major updates. For example, the Halloween update of October 2009 and a Halloween update. Let me move this over here for you. And just zoom on in. Engineer update of July 2010. They've all added the official Team Fortress 2 Team Fortress 2 continuity in one way or another. Hidden links. Right, so first of all, Earth, not mentioned. Man family's backstory begins in the 19th century. Okay. They were right about it being silly. Okay, what I'll probably do actually is just sticking it in the Team Fortress loop. Just because Abraham Lincoln. Red Dead and Adios are both quite serious titles. I don't think either really make reference to real places, and Red Dead doesn't reference America in terms of real places. It is America, but it's different states, I believe. But that's fine. We can live with that. I don't think, well, I'm sure Planet Zoo does reference real places in America probably, but it's not essential to the, it's not essential. Portal Stories Mel is very far in the future. Well, but it does reference kind of, the the culture of the 1920s. I can't remember when Mel's from. Anyway, point is, I've put Team Fortress 2 in its own loop just because it's so absurd in some places in its own lore that we just can't realistically place it in the same one as the serious bits. And since there aren't really yeah. Okay. Let's see what other work we can do in the lore. So what things? So assembly loop. Right, things happen in other loops. We don't know where the Kerbals came from. We don't know whether they were Kerbals before. We don't know whether they're Kerbals after they escaped the loop. We don't know where that comes from. We don't know whether they evolved as Kerbals or whether that's a consequence of the loop. That's something we haven't determined yet. And maybe we will at some point, or maybe we won't. I don't know. The SMP doesn't really fit with anything else. Broken Age doesn't fit with anything we've seen. Goat Sim, I'm going to just add lore drop 1 there. Balloons possibly takes place in loop 35, or another simian flu event which is more successful. Hector goes to Picrest Farm, we don't really know where that fits. Things happen outside the loop, or we have too little information to determine. Genshin, we need to look into Genshin more. Kerbal Space Program, we think happens outside the loop as a consequence of the loop. Stellaris is too big. Fortnite is its own. I mean, I don't even know what to do with Fortnite. Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, I don't know. Now, Supraland. Is there anything for Pikmin 4 in here? Yeah. Supraland. Now, it's a very Toy Story situation. I think we've got that boy who's created this whole world, and these toys have become sentient and are warring against each other. Very I don't know. I can't tell whether it's all just a metaphor, or whether this guy's clearly he's a god to the characters, but whether that's because that's how he's imagining it, whether it's imagining this whole thing, or whether it's a whether this is actually all happening and he did create these people and they did come to life. If we assume the latter, and that they are real and they've come to life and this guy's a god to them, literally, in a literal sense, where could that fit in? Now, there's nothing. The realism that we see in the Nth loop would suggest there's no such thing as like a magic. Team Fortress 2, I don't see why it couldn't take place. I don't see why it couldn't take place. Hear me out. Hear me out. Red versus blue is a trope which is portrayed in both Team Fortress 2 and Supraland. What if Supraland is a game being played by someone who is aware of the conflict which is happening in Team Fortress 2, possibly in the past now? That's possibly something which has happened in the past, and they're coming away from it. I'm assuming Supraland happened after that. But what if they are connected? Let's see where else we could fit Supraland, though. There's no reason to say it's in the 30-second loop, just because we know humanity exists, which means although it's a small scale like Pikmin, it doesn't necessarily fit. Assume that X loop, the Chrono Trigger and Undertale one, it doesn't really fit that. No. Assembly loop A, I don't see it could fit in there. I don't see why it couldn't fit in there. But I think there's more evidence at this stage to suggest this is a thing happening post Team Fortress 2. And that's what I think I'll go with for Supraland. Now, is there anything else to discuss? I think that kind of covers Team Fortress 2 and Superland. Don't quite fit into... They fit together, but they don't... I mean, Superland could fit anywhere, but I like the idea that maybe they're connected, in which case they have to be together but separate from everything else. Now, is there any way we could expand the lore with everything we know so far? Is there a way we can look at this and be like, huh, I think there's some clear, and if I do say so myself, in the Goat Sim lore drop, it was assumed that Gertrude is going to take on the world in some way. So that would kind of align with the idea that Gertrude could be the lore-ending disaster. I think we need to come up with some terminology. So, and you can help me out here, Chaos. Clearly, the way we're currently looking at this is that there are loops. So far, what we've seen is that loops... I mean... if we're taking Chrono Trigger and Undertale as being their own loop, that's a clear thing where the loop must basically surround the entire existence of the Earth and how it's been formed. Because I don't think the Chrono Trigger world looks... I mean, it doesn't look completely unlike the Earth, but I don't think it looks... There are differences to its formation. And then, although the Civilization 6 world looks like the Earth, I could have chosen not to. So I'm thinking... Excuse me. Okay, there we go. A loop. So this is our current understanding. The rules of a loop. As I understand it, based on what we've said, a loop begins... Undertale could exist in one of the chrono loops. One of the chrono loops? One... The war between human and monsters. Well, I mean, we've put Chrono and Undertale together. I've just... Chrono Trigger ends, as we suspect, by present day things may have soured again between humans and monsters, and a war may have broke out. It's... because obviously... Excuse me. Oh. Obviously, there's a very similar dynamic between the monsters and the humans in Chrono Trigger and Undertale. So yeah, I think they happen in the same... I've put it as the X. I've put them together, yeah. Right. Maybe we could discuss the chat a little bit. So something we haven't really... It's been put out there that the chat is kind of undefined. We haven't really settled on anything for the chat, so maybe it's time to do something about that. So, what am I? Let me do this first. Loop begins during the Earth's formation. Yep. A loop ends. See if I can get a nice synonym for this. Terminates. A loop terminates and returns to its beginning after a loop ending event. I'm assuming that loops, based on what we've talked about, loops seem to be tied to the continued survival of things from Earth. Although we don't get that statistic in Plague Inc., I'm assuming this disease isn't just human, and maybe there are just things dying as well. I don't think. No, I don't think it's clear how. I think loops are possibly tied to humanity. But this is not a consistent trend. But yeah, that seems to be how we've looked at loops. That it begins, and then each loop is altered from one another in some way. And we'll see different results. There we go. That's the rules we've looked at for loops so far. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. So far, we have had instances where people who we have seen in the chat have been proven to exist outside of it. So is the chat an entity, or is it just a chat? Loops involve at least some form of continuous / intelligent beings. Yeah, that seems. Loops are possibly tied to humanity. Let's put continue. Do you mind words? Whatever. There we go. There we go. Because let's see, what loops do we... So all of the Plague Inc. ones seem to end with humanity. Except for the ones, obviously, where the loop ending event fails. So let's write that down actually. Because what we're currently suspecting about what was it? Our conscious, sorry. I think I was kind of reading that as like the continued existence of anyway, Yeah, even if Frisk fails to be the second loop ending event, that doesn't mean Frisk wasn't intended to be the second loop ending event, if you know what I mean, after the one that presumably is stopped at the end of Chrono Trigger. So yeah, it does seem that because the loop happens one way or another, because we know there are ones that happen. There are multiple ones which don't seem to have clear endings yet. Yet we know that if there are multiple, that means that they do end, because we know that one has to lead onto the other eventually. So if a loop ending event fails, it presumably means that one replaces it and tries to do a better job. Even if that one fails, then presumably there is another one. There may have been many before the successful ones. But yeah, let's see. Right. The chat. Okay, so let's look at this objectively. There is me. I exist outside of the loop. There's Valentino who exists outside of the loop. We're observers of the loop. We're looking at it and being like, what is this? We're involved in it, and we seem to be able to interact with it, and the chat can interact with us and therefore indirectly affect the loop. So that might, in some capacity, put rules of the chat. In some capacity, the chat is an indirect source of change within the loops. There are proven to be more than one voice within the chat, and the nature of the chat, where it fits in the lore is I don't know, clearly yeah, I don't know. I think we'll stick with that for now. There's a bit of work for the chat. Don't really know how I'm supposed to deal with that though. But no matter. Are there any more? So can any of these be grouped together? Quantum SMP, Broken Age. No, Broken Age. I don't think we can really. So Broken Age is very Earth-like, but a bit magical as well. I don't know. Okay. Right. Despite having the lore drop and 2 new games to discuss, which is much more than we had to do last time, I don't seem to be able to stretch this out very long. I don't know what to do now. I'm a fragment of your imagination. Maybe. Hmm. I mean, I suppose not. Although, I suppose if other people that I'm pretty sure exist can evaluate you as being also someone they recognize as being real, that would probably suggest that you do exist. Hmm. Hmm. I'm wondering whether this isn't a immediate thing. It's just I'm increasingly finding we don't have much to discuss during these lore streams because I mean part of it's because we've been doing the Pikmin stuff, but also it's only nine streams, it's only 9 things we can talk about, and usually there'll be some duplicates we've already talked about in there. So maybe once we get to the 100th stream, after that, maybe we could push lore streams to be every 20. Then again, if streams become less frequent, yeah, I don't know. I'll have a think about it, but I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. I genuinely have nothing else to discuss, so I think I might just end it there, honestly. I don't know. I mean, hmm. Could make the last streams the lore is too short next time. No. Hmm. Ultimately, an hour isn't awful, but yeah, probably. I don't have anything else left to say, you know. We did like an hour of lore stuff, but even then, I just I didn't have anything else to discuss. Hmm. um. Yeah, the lore drop was good. I liked the lore drop. Let's play the lore drop one more time for Oreo, shall we? I don't know if you probably didn't see this last time, Mario. I don't know if you're still there actually, but if you're still there, would you like to see the lore drop? I'm happy to play it again. Okay, I'll let me head over. Actually, I've got it here. Yep. That was that. That was the Lord's drop. I hope I hope you enjoyed that as much as the first time, Chaos. That was the Lord's drop. That was Gertrude being not dead. But anyway, I think fun fact was so focused last time I didn't notice one scene was in black and white. What is that? The last one? Oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna put a raid together. And that'll be that. We're gonna be raiding Blinky's no good. Sorry for the short stream. I mean, I'm not sorry. There's nothing else to say. There's not. I'd be wasting everyone's time by staying here. We'll be playing Frostpunk next stream. So bye guys. What word did I say? What? Anyway, I've been naps. I don't know what on earth Oreo is talking about.